Another problem in the LGBTQ community is a lack of representation.
Kids may not be seeing LGBTQ people in the shows they watch or maybe even in the books they read. Well, one local author working to fix that, he created this book called The Boy with the Rainbow Heart. It helps teach kids about love, acceptance, and being your true self, which we know is so important. So this morning, we are joined live by that author, Will Mason, speaking with us through Zoom. We're going to talk about what this book is about and why it's so meaningful. Will, thanks so much for joining us. Let's start by talking about why this is a book with this message for all families.
Well, I do think that there's definitely been some improvements with LGBTQ plus awareness within the classroom for elementary and middle school. I think that this book, if you give it a read, it's really just it's a very general and delicate book about acceptance and diversity and being who you are. In summary, the book is about a boy with a rainbow heart who lives in this sad, gloomy, closed-minded town of Gray. And through being himself and through being happy, he changes the town of Gray into the town of Shine. So, spoiler if I'm ruining the book for you, but it's, you know what? It's just a simple read, and it's a way to really open up the dialogue and create an environment of inclusivity with young children, because there's a lot of high school books, there's a lot of middle school books,
Sure.
but there's not too much literature or resources for like preschool or even early elementary education that just kind of opens the door to having these kinds of conversations, and I think that's what this book really does.
And Will, let's face it, I mean, so many parents waking up this morning, chances are their kids have likely already read this because it's part of the curriculum in some schools already at this point.
Yeah, so when we made the book a few years ago, we were fortunate enough to develop Common Core lesson plans in conjunction with a national nonprofit called GLSEN, the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. GLSEN is a national nonprofit that basically works across the country to create more inclusive school environments, not just for high school, but also for middle school and elementary school. So we were fortunate to get these Common Core K through 3 lesson plans built within New York State. And they use these lesson plans as a resource on their website as a way for families, for elementary youth to kind of open up those conversations and to kind of build it into different school systems.
All right, Will, yeah, that's great. Thanks so much for joining us. So again, moms and dads, your kids may already know about this book. You can get your own copy, read it at home together. Will, we appreciate a great message that book has.